I've come across some salons or areas that are quite pretentious. I don't like that. I'm not, even though the job I do, I'm not particularly a person that does a lot to myself. So I don't like feeling when I walk in, like people are looking you up and down and stuff like that. So, and you can, and it is the industry, it can be quite a pretentious industry. So yeah, I think any new practitioner, just be yourself.
Hi guys, it's Holly here at Faces and welcome back to the Face It podcast. Today I'm here with the lovely Kirsten from Ultimate Beauty and Hair. Kirsten, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today.
Hi.
Let's just start by talking a little bit about your business then. So do you want to just give us some insight into how it all started, how you got into the industry, and then how you built your business to where it is today?
Okay, yeah, great. So I got in the industry quite late in life, I'm guessing. So I was about 32 when I got started. Really enjoyed beauty side of things and decided to retrain. Was divorced, needed something to focus on. So I went to college, went back to college and retrained as a beautician. Did the basic beauty kind of things with, the nails, the waxing, and just built from there. Then I decided to take on a hair side of things as well. I'm not a hairdresser, however, I employ hairdressers.
Yeah.
And then built it to 8 members of staff over the last 15 years.
Amazing.
And then I decided that I didn't really want to do the nails. I needed to learn more.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go into the aesthetic side of the business, just to develop myself more. Mm-hmm. And that's where it sort of began, the love for then the aesthetics. Yeah. After sort of, I don't know, 12 years doing general beauty, I then thought, okay, let's retrain in aesthetics.
Amazing. Like that's
and then
love that. What were you doing prior to before you retrained into beauty then? Were you doing something totally different?
Okay. Totally different. So I was actually working in police firearms.
Oh my
not as a firearms
wow.
as in the office. So licensing. So and then I kind of I was pregnant with my daughter, and I decided to stop all that. Why not? Yeah. And then when I came back, things kind of fell apart with my now ex-husband. So that's when I thought, right, I need to find something for myself.
Yeah.
And I need to find something that I'm really interested in.
I think not that
we started. Oh yes, so I split up with my ex-husband, and I just needed something for myself. I just wanted to find something that really interested me. And I started off actually just doing a simple spray tan course for extra money.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I actually really like this. And then I got to know clients, and they were like, well, do you do this? And I was like, no, I don't do this. They're like, well, why don't you sort of retrain? And that's what I did. So I did it part-time because obviously I had children. I have a son and a daughter. So I just feel it's never too late to change where you're going in life, and you can still become successful. Yes, it takes hard work. However, it's worth it because of the business that you build.
Amazing. Yeah. Do you know what? I was not that when you were 32, that's old at all, because it's really, really not. However, I feel like in society, there is this pressure of having to know what you want to do, when you want to do it. And it's almost like everyone thinks that by the time you hit 30, you should have your shit together. And you should be doing, what you're doing and, being a successful career. But I think that's such a great message to anyone out there who maybe is feeling, no matter what age they are, maybe is feeling like, oh, I should have done this, or I'd have liked to done this, but it's too late. Because like you say, you built a successful business, and that was based on a decision that you made to go into a completely different career path to what you were doing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
amazing.
exactly. As long as you've got an interest in what you want to do, then you just need to go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you just go in and keep going. I mean, mine was because I wanted to keep going. Not only that, financial reasons. I had two children. I was a single mother.
Yeah,
So my son was just about to go to university because he's a lot older than my daughter. So
yeah,
my son was about to go to university. I needed money for that. I wasn't supported by my ex-husband. So and my daughter was only 7 years old. So it's kind of I really pushed myself
yeah. You had that
to
why. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It gave me that, it gives you a focus of why you're doing it.
yeah,
But anyone can do it. If you want to, just go for it. That's what I
yeah.
say.
Love that advice. That's amazing. So let's talk a bit about your aesthetics then. So did you find that your existing clients, whether they be beauty or hair, were sort of asking and showing a bit of an interest in aesthetics? Because I know you said you wanted to learn to upskill yourself, but did you see that, this is where I need to be
Yeah.
going for my clients?
So I had when I had there was a different salon to this. I've actually got a bigger salon now. So I had a smaller salon and I actually had medics that would come in and do the anti-wrinkle injections and the fillers. And for me, I was the one pushed giving them clients because it was my clients that I was
Yeah.
saying, oh, hey, there's these people here now that do this. Would you be interested? So a lot of them were my clients anyway.
Okay.
And I actually didn't know, to be honest with you, that I could train in aesthetics because I'd always heard it was just for medics.
Yeah.
I never really looked into it, but it was just a medic thing. And then when I actually looked into it, I thought, well, no, I can actually train and do this for myself within my salon. And that was really the reason behind it. There was already a client base. I mean, some of the clients continue to see the medics, completely understandable.
Yeah.
But a lot of my clients did, stay with me because they liked the salon, basically.
Yeah. And you've built that trust as well. I think that's the main thing.
Trust me, it's not easy. It's not easy because people already have a beautician or a medic they're going to. So there's
Yeah.
got to be a reason why they want to come to you instead.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's building that trust, and also not selling yourself short either by offering ridiculous discounts.
Yeah.
You're trained the same way. So, yes, okay, you can reduce it to build a slight portfolio, but don't undersell yourself at
Yeah.
all.
Again, I think there's so much pressure for new practitioners to offer like
Yeah.
ridiculously low prices when they're starting.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're so right. You spent thousands on training. It's a skill, it's a qualification. That's
Exactly.
why people come to you and they're not doing it on themselves because you've trained,
Exactly.
they haven't. You've paid for your insurance, they haven't. So I think I don't know why there's this pressure around it. I don't know whether it's something that academies like suggest, but then
Not in my experience. I mean, a good academy won't suggest that. A good academy will say you have been well trained.
yeah,
You need to charge what you have to charge.
yeah,
You've got insurance to cover. You've got prescribers' fees to cover. You've also got the cost of the product. It is a skill to be able to do that. So yeah, don't undersell yourself. You can offer it at a discount, of course, but not a ridiculous discount.
yeah. And I think it's good to. This is something that I suggest to practitioners, whether it's a good idea or not, I don't know. But I just this is what I sometimes suggest to people is, instead of doing discounts, so taking money off the price, offer a
Yeah.
free dermaplaning or a free facial or something.
Yeah.
When they book in with you,
Yeah.
because those treatments can be very cheap to do. Obviously, if you are
Yes.
trained in them, or like
Yeah.
give them like a free like skincare package or something. It doesn't have to be money off all the time. It's just
No.
those. It can be buy this
Yeah.
and you'll get this as an extra or something like that. I think just think outside the box a little bit with those things.
And then these people that might book in future to keep on having these treatments
Yeah.
because someone who's never had a dermaplane doesn't realize how amazing your skin is afterwards. So, you actually, or you'll on go selling with it.
Yeah, exactly. Completely agree with you. With regards to your clients and treatments, then, well, two questions. What sort of clients do you tend to have? I'm presuming it's a very broad base because you do a lot of different things.
Yeah, there is it's from 16, not obviously the aesthetics, but
Yeah.
generally client base is 16 up to, I don't know, 85, I think the oldest person I've had. So yeah, it's a lot of the older clients is this search for eternal youth.
Yeah.
And also lockdown, when everyone's now on Zoom, they're seeing themselves a lot more.
Yeah.
And they're actually like, oh my God, Kirsten, I didn't realize how bad this looks on Zoom. So I need to fix it now. And they've never thought about it before.
Yeah. But I think it's nice that, obviously, let's say a more mature client, they won't have had access to these types of treatments when they were growing up or in their 20s or whatever.
No.
So I think it's nice that they have the opportunity to change or tweak things. Like
it makes them feel better.
So with regards to your treatments then, what treatments are you finding are really popular at the moment with your clients? Is there anything specific?
I went into not so recently, but just before COVID, I actually did my laser hair removal.
Amazing.
Which is very different in Wales to England. The kind of licenses you've got to have as well. So it's a lot more difficult to get a license in Wales than it is in England. So I had to register. Actually, I had to register as an independent hospital, which is quite wild.
Really?
And yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, legislation in Wales is you have to go through the health inspectorate, and you're actually classed as an independent hospital now, which is...
Well, if anyone ever has a go at you for not being a medical professional, you're like, well, I actually own a hospital.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if there is another lockdown, they can't actually close me because I'm technically a hospital.
Do you know what? I didn't actually know that. That's crazy. Because obviously in England, you have to have your license. You have to have your electrolysis license. But that's just like the standard council one. But that's crazy.
It's absolutely insane what the paperwork you have to go through. So it's actually the same paperwork as if you were registering as a dentist or doctors or an independent hospital. That's the level of cover you have to have. Yeah, I was quite shocked actually, because I didn't really realize when I started doing the course that's what would have to happen. So the clinic is checked. You have to have so many things in place in order to get your license. And the file you have is just incredible. So that's a popular treatment though. That's a really popular treatment is the IPL, because also kind of the skin rejuvenation as well.
Amazing. Yes. Yeah. And I think
that's really fun.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. And anti-wrinkle, always anti-wrinkle.
Yeah,
that is
always the go-to. With regards to the laser side of things, I bet at the time you were kind of thinking like, oh my God, like what have I done? I made the worst decision ever. But I'm so pleased that it's all come through. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you don't get any practitioners in Wales actually offering the service.
And you actually went through, got it done, and now you got
it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. But also I think a lot more practitioners, from my experience and speaking to people, are finding that yes, offering a machine-based treatment is a very big expense and investment, but you can so quickly make your money back. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. It is a big expense. But you can go through like leasing, that sort of thing now. So you don't have to pay out so much in one big bulk. But you definitely do make the money back, because once you've got the machine, that's it. It's just, you do a lot of hair removal. Come the winter now, that's when it starts to get really busy, because obviously that's the best time to start with the laser hair removal.
You know what, I was literally thinking this morning that I want to get it, because I've never had it. But I was thinking, I'm so sick of shaving my legs. It's really annoying me. But
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant thing to be able to offer, and
Yeah.
to brilliant clients, you know, especially a lot of older women, I would say 50 plus, who they get a lot of chin hair, that sort of thing, due to the menopause, due to hormonal changes, and it actually knocks their confidence. So when you're getting rid of it boosts their confidence massively.
Yeah, amazing. And everyone has hair, so it's a treatment for everyone. You know,
well, not everyone. If it's blonde, you haven't got a choice. No, it doesn't work with blonde hair.
Does it not?
No, only dark hair. So the IPL will pick up the dark pigments in the hair. So it has to be brown, dark brown, black. You know, you could have a go with maybe light brown, but it doesn't work. Definitely on blonde or red head. No.
Oh, I'd be so annoyed if like I wanted to get it, but luckily my head was up. So yeah. Just moving on to a sort of a positive note then. Obviously you've built your business and everything's, you know, been going really well. You made a complete career change. What would you say sort of one of the proudest moments is sort of since running your business? Is there anything that kind of sticks out where you think, yeah, that was like a really proud time?
I don't know. So when clients who have been with me for many, many years, they've seen me in a tiny room, you know, where I started, and then they come into this salon, which is, you know, is a lot bigger, and they're just like, we're so proud of you. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like they're my family. Like, I'm so proud of where you become. Remember when you were in that little tiny room and how hard you work? So yes, it's no awards can give you that. You know, it is the clients that stick with you and have with you for 10 plus years and always go to where you are. I think that makes me proud.
Yeah, amazing. No, I've got goosebumps just hearing you say that. But I think as well, you know, I can imagine it's so easy to get just caught up. You know, you're working all the time, so much going on, and then it actually helps you kind of step back and think, oh yeah, you're right. You know, you were in that room, and just kind of reflect on sort of how far you've come, which is incredible.
Exactly, yeah.
What advice would you give to any practitioner who is, to be fair, I come across them quite a lot, who's maybe in the first year of offering treatments, they're feeling stuck, they're feeling like they've hit a brick wall, they can't get clients in, and they're really just wanting to push it, but they're not sure how. What advice would you give to that kind of person?
It's really hard, and it can really be soul destroying. You know, I've been there. When I first started, I was like, I didn't have any clients, you know, you have to, and I can remember I rented a room from a hairdresser and it was upstairs. And I can remember sitting in that room thinking, what am I going to do to get clients, you know? And like social media is great, you know, you can do it all over social media. But the best I find is just word of mouth. And it's just you know, when you have a client, really, really make them feel so special. And they will tell everybody. They do. People love talking. You know, I know a lot of people say, oh, people don't like to talk about negative. No, they don't. People do like to talk positive, and like do offers that if they bring a family member, you know, like even if, you know, a voucher for offering for a family member. I know it's difficult because there's so many practitioners now.
Yeah.
There's so many. But there's got to be a reason why people want to come to you, and it's normally you. So once you get, even if it's 10 clients and you're not just professional but friendly and very open person, people love that, and they'll keep coming back and they'll tell everybody. I guarantee it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree, because those are the things that no matter how much training you do, you can't gain those skills. You know, those are just skills and personality traits that, you know, if you let them shine through, those the things that people remember. Yes, you might not be the most amazing injector or the most skilled practitioner, but that will come with time as well. You know, you can do more training, you can enhance your skills, but I think you're right. Once you've got that client, you need to treat them like, wrap them in cotton wool and just, you know, just don't let them go.
See them. Yeah, I mean, they are so spoiled. They have, even if it's just like even if it's just a coffee cup you give them, or we've got a coffee machine, so we offer like latte or cappuccino or a mocha. They love that. I mean, you could even just have like a Tassimo pod, whatever, but it's just that the cup, it's the detail. People love the detail, and they love to be made to feel special. And in here, whether they come in for eyebrow wax or they come in for one of the higher price treatments, they're all treated the same. So I think it's, and what they see initially is what they'll remember.
Definitely. And it's all about the experience, like you say. They're not just booking in for a treatment, they're booking in for an hour to offload, to relax, to feel nice, whatever it is. And I think, again, I think a lot of practitioners get caught up with, that this is their job, doing treatments. That client, they're not doing, they don't get treatments every day. That's like a special time that they've put aside. They might be stressed at work, having a bad time at home. So that is like a really important time for the client. And it makes me think of my friend, actually. She went to a new practitioner to get some anti-wrinkle injections a couple months ago. And I said, oh, how was your appointment? She's gone to someone new. She was like, oh, so good. You know what? She gave me this little aftercare bag at the end with sweets and a lip balm in. And I was like, okay, how was your treatment? But that just really showed me. I was like, that's the thing she remembered from that treatment. The little aftercare bag with the lip balm and sweets in, like, and those things.
Not just a number.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a lot of places you feel like just a number. And also I found I've come across some salons or areas that are quite pretentious, and I don't like that. I'm not, even though the job I do, I'm not particularly a person that does a lot to myself. So I don't like feeling when I walk in like people are looking you up and down and stuff like that. So and it is the industry. It can be quite a pretentious industry. So I think any new practitioner, just be yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Honestly, there's always going to be someone down the road that's offering it cheaper, or they're doing so much on social media. But just do you. I think that's you can't worry about what other people are doing, because that will send you insane.
Yeah, exactly. And the best feedback is from your clients. Your clients are the ones who should tell you how you're doing. If your clients are unhappy, we need to relook at things. If your clients are absolutely over the moon and are coming back, that should be enough gratification to show that you are doing a good job. And I know it's easier said than done with Instagram and things, but just focus on the client.
I would also say this was really important for me, because I did a lot with Instagram, a lot with Facebook, paid for ads, stuff like that. And then this guy I knew from a long time, he approached me about a website. And I was like, oh, God, I can't really afford it. It's a lot of money. It was like over £200 a month. And he was like, Kirsten, just listen to me. What you're doing on Facebook and Instagram is pointless. You're really not getting out there. He said, what you will see on your website, after the first month, you already made that money back. And you know what? I 100% agree. A website is so important, because for me, if I'm Googling anything, if they don't have a website, I'll pass them by and I'll go to someone who has got a website.
So true. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, 100%. I think, I would search on Instagram, but I Google things all the time.
All the time. We Google things all the time.
Yeah.
So I would say, for me, that's me personally, I see it as more professional if someone has a website.
Yeah.
Even if it's 1 page or 2 page, it doesn't matter. Just get that website. You can even do them yourself these days. You don't, if you're starting out and you can't afford it. But I definitely saw my business treble after the website.
Wow. Okay. And also, we need to remember, not every single person has social media.
No, exactly. A lot of older people don't.
Yes,
older people. Sorry.
Yeah, especially the sort of more mature clients. Or they have it, they're not going to be searching on there. And loads of young people don't have it either. You know, people, it's very normal, I think, these days for people to be like, do you know what, I'm just going to come off social media because it gets too much.
Definitely,
So if you're
definitely,
just relying on social media, you're missing out on those who don't use social media. But
definitely.
everyone,
And I get, sorry, go on.
no, no, you go, lovely.
So this website guy told me, like, he showed me how much it was getting out to Facebook, how much it was getting to Instagram, how many people are actually seeing it, what you've put in on there, and it's nothing. It's something like 2% or something ridiculous.
Really?
That low, yeah, because you've got to have the right algorithms, you've got to put the right, and generally, I mean, someone my age, I'm 49 now, I don't really understand all that. I'm from a different generation.
Yeah.
So I'm more website and Google based, to be honest with you. I've never searched for anything on Instagram to do with beauty, ever.
Yeah. Well, that
So
says it all, doesn't it? You've built a successful beauty business, and guys, get a website if you don't have one. Oh, are you still there? I don't know that. Sorry, lovely. Right, we're recording. Okay, we're fine. Right. So just moving on to Faces then. Obviously, you've used Faces for quite some time, Kirsten. You're very much a loyal Faces user. Do you want to just give us a bit of insight into how Faces has helped your business and helped you with the runnings of your business as well?
I hadn't heard of Faces, but when I went for a course with another aesthetic practitioner, she was using Faces. And she said she was getting me to go through the consent forms with people. And I was like, oh, this is really good because it's all in one place. And that's especially what we need. We're trying to streamline our business and have less paperwork. So as soon as I came back to my clinic, I was like, right, I'm going to download Faces and start using it. And it is fantastic because it has so much on there. And for me, it's you can put the pictures straight on there. So with all, especially with the aesthetics and especially with IPL, because so for my license I have to put pictures on,
right? Okay.
So so and the before and afters and every time, so that works perfectly for me. It's all in one place, because if it's paper then I'd have to have the pictures like printed off. It would just be ridiculous. So I definitely Faces has just helped me a lot. And it's not just the aesthetic treatments. The girls use them for their treatments as well. Both for facials and massage, and it's got the aftercare. I love that you can just click of the button, send an email, and the aftercare is in the email. I don't have to print it off anymore. And they've always got that, because obviously people do lose aftercare, and especially things like microblading, aftercare is really important to maintain their brows. So I just, and then of course with the new the pharmacies, and that you can order everything through the pharmacy and the prescribers. It's kind of a one-stop shop for everything for me, and it just makes my life so much easier.
Amazing. No, I'm so pleased that you're loving using it. And just touching on the before and afters and the aftercare as well, it's just so important to highlight that, you know, those things are like ideal, and well, ideal is the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? Imperative for insurance. You know, if you say to your insurance provider, oh, I gave them the aftercare in person, there's no proof of that. Everything is recorded. So for your business, and then also to safeguard your patients as well. But I'm really, really pleased that
I have to write it all myself. You know, you'd have to do all the aftercare yourself. So the fact that you've done it for us is amazing.
You're welcome. Just finally then, in fact, two more things. First of all, let's go through regulation. So we've had some announcement from the government regarding regulation, and they've sort of thrown out the idea of a traffic light system. Do you want to just sort of give us some insight into your personal views on what has been announced in sort of regulation in general?
I don't, like, England and Wales are very different as well. So what England is saying at the moment is not covering Wales. Wales have got their own set now that we have to have this new QCCP, I think it is, where we have to do a course. It's about health and safety. It's about your sharps, you know, that sort of cross-contamination. It's all to do with stuff like that. So we have to do that by next year in Wales.
How long's the course?
If you can do it online. So it's up to you. It's in your own time, basically. But I've downloaded it, and to be honest with you, I haven't done it yet, but I've paid for it. But it's just time to do it. I've just got till next year to do it. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think any regulation is bad.
No.
As long as they're taking advice from medics and non-medics.
Yes.
So it's kind of fair. And there is so much dodgy stuff going on in the aesthetics world.
Yeah.
I don't actually think it's going to stop, though, because those people are already doing it, and they'll continue to do it no matter what the regulations are. But it's also, you know, it's putting a lot more pressure on a lot of practitioners, and cost, I'm guessing, because it will come with everything comes cost. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think, you know, as long as, you know, if you're following the rules and you're doing everything legally, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And as long as your clients are safe, that is the main thing. And that is why the regulations are coming in, because so many clients are not, so many practitioners are not putting their client safety first. They're putting their money first.
Yeah, but that's going to continue regardless, because those practitioners are already kind of getting away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the ones that are doing it properly will continue to do it properly and be like, yes, let's do this. But unfortunately, clients need to take some responsibility also, because they go into people's back rooms, they go into people's kitchens, not checking their certificates, they're not checking their insurance. I can tell you so many people that come in salon and they've said to me, I've said, like, well, what filler have you had before in another practitioner? Oh, I don't know. I was like, well, you should know what's going in your face. Really, you should know.
Yes.
But they're like, oh, I had it for £60, and you're just like, well, you know, you don't know what they're putting in for £60. That's not good filler. That's not good. You know, so they've got to also, clients have also got to be aware of what they're doing and who they're going to.
Yeah, I agree. I think I completely agree with you on that one. I think, you know, it takes two, doesn't it? It takes the practitioner and it takes the client. But I think there's that much out there now around aesthetics, good and bad, that you know, it's kind of obvious, like what is good and what is bad, I think, for clients as well. And I completely agree with that. It's one of
clients should ask people's insurance. People ask what their certification is. I mean, my certificates are all on the wall, so people can have a look and see exactly. But yeah, I think as long as it's for the benefit of the clinics and the benefit of the clients, I think it's a good thing. New legislation can only be good to protect everybody.
Absolutely. Well, we can certainly have a catch up when the regulations come in. Could be in 5 years time, could be in 10 years time. Just to finish on a positive note then, what is to come for your business in the next sort of 12 months? Have you got more training lined up? Is there any more plans for growth? What are you thinking?
I don't know. At the moment, I think I'm keeping it at a level at the moment. I've done a lot of training and I just want to develop what I've learned. And then maybe, who knows, next year, who knows? I'd like, there's another member of my team, I would like her to go in aesthetics, so she's really good.
Okay, amazing.
So for me, I'd like to get her trained, maybe retire. Maybe gonna leave the country.
Yes. You know what? It could happen. Anything could happen, but it's been amazing speaking to you, lovely. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. All right, thank you so much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.